Hello everyone, today I have something special to you. I have here the Volkswagen ID.Buzz GTX, the most inefficient Volkswagen ID that you can get, because the bus overall is already not very efficient, but this is the all-wheel drive version and it has 21-inch summer tires on, so really inefficient. And here we have my Volkswagen ID.7 Pro, the most efficient Volkswagen ID that you can get. 19-inch summer tires now on. I changed the tires finally. The only thing that's not so efficient about my ID.7 would be the heat pump, but since today it's over 30 degrees, we only need the AC, and I don't think AC with heat pump is more efficient than the normal one. We're cooling the cars right now. We're gonna use the same setting for climate. We're charging both cars to 70% in a second because we're very close, and then charging is done in no time. And then want to drive around 100 kilometers, come back, see what the difference in consumption is, charge back to the 70%, and then see what after charging is the real difference in consumption. If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. We are on our way. We both charged the cars to 70%. We had the AC on the whole charging session. Well, we didn't charge that much, but still the whole time we were parked there, so the cars are cool. We have the same climate setting, AC on, in auto, 21.5 degrees, only the front, only the driver. The rear is off in the bus, and here we're trying to drive 135 if it's possible. I have a nice distance. And we're gonna switch position as always, so nobody can say, hey, you're always in front or something. That is nice. So a bit about the details of the cars. So my ID.7 here has a 77 kilowatt hour battery, not the big one that you can have, but that's why it's so efficient. Even more efficient than the big one. You get more range in the big one, but this is more efficient. Usable. So far, when I did my tests, I never got more than 74 kilowatt hours out of the battery. The ID.Buzz GTX long wheelbase has an 86 kilowatt hour battery, and in my tests I also get very close, about 84 kilowatt hours out of the battery, which is really nice. So way more capacity in the bus, but of course, because of its form, it will have higher consumption, and because it's all-wheel drive, even though you're driving a constant speed and the front motor is not doing anything, it's still spinning, and this is where you get loss, around 7%. So we have higher consumption with that as well. So it's gonna be nice, and I think the difference will be immense when I look at the range that I had with the GTX and the range that I can get with my ID.7 in the summer. And the tires, so I have 19-inch summer tires on, 255 in the rear, 235 in the front. The bus has 21-inch summer tires on, 265 in the rear and 235 in the front. So even wider tires. So this is the tire. I don't think you can get 22-inch for the bus. So this is really the most inefficient Volkswagen ID that you can get. But it's fun. I just passed the bus, so I'm in front now. He's behind me. You can't see him that well in the rearview mirror. It's very busy today, and we were just in a long construction zone with 80, but it's not about consumption per se, it's a difference in consumption. And we already talked a bit about how high the consumption is already on the bus, but so far it's a great drive. It's nice. The 21.5 degrees are a tiny bit warm, and by the way, I have the seat ventilation on. I didn't do the whole I'm sweating here, and the bus doesn't have seat ventilation, but I don't think that takes a lot of power, because it's just air blowing. Nothing is getting cooled or heated up. Okay, so we turned around, we switched position again as usual, which is nice. We're behind a truck right now, but now it's time. Let's talk. Matthias is on the phone. My state of charge is at 59%. Matthias is at
55.
That's okay. That's okay. And my consumption right now is 13.9, and you are?
Oh, really? 21.8.
That's good. That's really nice. So it's way higher consumption, incredible high. That's cool. That's what I expected. I almost expected double, and this is close. Very close. We're in the middle of the stretch to get back to the charger, and I passed him again because it had to be done. And where are we? I want my steering assist. And it's still very busy, and we have construction zone in the middle. But well, that's how it is. That's the real conditions right now. And when we arrive, we should have around 100 kilometers, maybe a bit less. I would say a bit less. And we just looked, both cars have perfect temperature for charging, but that's Volkswagen. You only need 24 degrees, and it's 29 degrees outside, so that's easy. ID.7 arrived with 50%, 14.9 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer average consumption. ID.Buzz 42%, 23 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometer. So we plugged both cars in, we arrived nicely. The bus started charging first, but we're gonna look at the time then at the end. Bus gets 150 kilowatt, 151, where the ID.7 only gets 116 kilowatt, but I'm also at higher state of charge here. And here in CityWatt, they have this new Alpitronic 1000 chargers. So these are limited to 600 amps, not like these ones here. They're limited to 500 amps. So you can get a maximum of 600 kilowatt out of them. But no car that I know available in Europe has 1000 volts. So it will never go up to that. But still 600 amp is cool. At 56%, the bus only gets 71 kilowatt. It's a bit low. Low. Where the ID.7 gets still 102 kilowatt at 63%, 64. ID.7 is done, 16.7 kilowatt hours, average of 102 kilowatt. And here we have the charging curve where it went down one time, the rest is very linear. The bus is done as well, charged 25.36 kilowatt hours, and very interestingly, look at the charging curve. I don't know what it was, if it was the network or if the battery was too warm, and that's why it went up and down a few times. I calculated a bit and the consumption of the ID.Buzz was 54% higher, and the kilowatt hours charged back to the original state of charge was 52% higher. So over 50% higher consumption because of the form of the ID.Buzz and the all-wheel drive and the tires. That's nice. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1, but that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.